team in this conference, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will put turtle under to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Got a man, it's Lee. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The play action fake. That's caught. It's Lee. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
They'll go to the ground, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The inside handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He might want another play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw at Simmons. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's loose. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kent. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the corner. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
I guess they believe the entire field is four-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it. Unloads it downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Got him, and nobody's close. And he's brought down after a nice game. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quickly to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The give to the single back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Slings it downfield. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a crease. It's Ncaa. Oh, out of space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
He's going for the big play. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Takes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Oklahoma State. He'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They've yet to convert on fourth down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done this time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Burks. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an...